that my beloved husband, old sir? Or what am I to say about this?
Daughter, I don't know. I too am struck speechless.
But is that the man we were told was beneath the earth?
Unless we are mocked by some dream in the middle of the day.
But what am I saying? What dreams are these confounded eyes seeing? No, sir, that is your son. Children, quickly, grab your father's robes. Hurry up. Grab them and don't let go. This is the man who'll save your lives, as certainly as Zeus, the god of this altar here.
Ah, hello, my hope. Hello, my doors. Hello, my hearth. What joy it is to come back to the light and see you. What is this? My children standing in front of a door with garlands of death around their heads. My wife standing deep in a group of men. My father with tears. What misfortune has struck him? I shall go and ask to understand this new misfortune that has hit my house.
Oh, my dearest man on earth, light of rescue for your father. Is it really you? Have you really come here alive and well? You have just come in time to save your family.
What do you mean, Father? What is this? All this confusion.
Heracles, they're going to kill me and our children. Forgive me, old sir. I snatched the words right out of your mouth. Words that you had more right to say to him than I do. But we, as women, are more prone to anguish than men are. And I was being killed, and so were our children.
Oh, Apollo! What a sad beginning to your tale.
My brothers and my father, Creon, are all dead, Heracles.
What? Who killed them?
Lycos. He's a ruler of the city now.
But how? Was it in some battle or other? Was the country suffering from some affliction?
Civil war. And now he's a ruler of the city. Cadmus has Thebes of 7 gates.
But what was it that terrified you?
They were going to kill me and our children and your father.
But why? What made him so afraid of orphan kids?
He was afraid that when they grow up, they were going to make him pay for killing Creon.
Why are they dressed as if they're heading for their own funeral?
Because they're the clothes of dead. They were being prepared for their funeral.
And were you going to die like this, violently?
We have no friends, Heracles, and we were told you were dead.
What put that bleak thought into your heads?
Eurystheus, his messenger, told us.
And you've abandoned my home and hearth. Why?
We were forced to do so, Heracles. Your father here was tossed out of his own bed.
Has he no shame? Treating an old man like this.
Shame? No. Lycos keeps himself well away from that goddess.
And what about my friends? Were they so rare in my absence?
What man has any friends when misfortune hits him?
Have they completely forgotten my battles with the Menaians?
Husband, let me tell you again, misfortune does not have many friends.
Get these horrible wreaths of death off your heads and throw them away! Look upon the sun's light once more and forget the gloom of the underworld. In the meantime, I shall let my hand's will do its work. I first shall go and tear down the palace of these new upstart kings. Then I shall cut off their shameless heads and throw it at the dogs to gnaw at. Then I shall seek out those Thebans who think little of the good that I have done to them, and give them a taste of my glorious club. Who else, if not my wife, my children, and my father, should I defend? What were the point of all my labors? Why then should I go on being called Heracles, the virtuous victory?
Yes, it is only proper that fathers should help their children, and their own fathers, their wives.
My son, it is in your nature to love your friends and hate your enemies. But don't be so hasty.
What do you mean, Father? Where am I being too hasty?
The new king has many friends, my son. Men who are in fact poor, but who are going around boasting that they are wealthy. They have formed a group, and together they've broken up the city so that they can take everybody's possessions, because they've wasted those of the palace through sheer laziness. They saw you when you entered the city, and so, since they know you are here, take care. Son, you don't unite them against you, because they will kill you unexpectedly.
Father, I don't care in the slightest if the entire city has seen me. However, just before I entered, I saw a bird perched on a branch of ill omen, and so I realized there was something going on in our house. That's why I made my way here secretly.
Ah, good. Well, then go inside and give thanks to the goddess of your hearth, and see your house. Go now, because the king will be here soon to slaughter us, and take away your wife, your son, and myself. But for now, stay here, where it's safe, and you will achieve all you would like. Don't go into the city and stir things up, but wait until everything has been prepared.
Your advice is good, Father, so I shall do as you say. I'll go into the house, and since I have finally come back from the sunless caves of Hades and Persephone, I will be happy to give my respects and greetings to the gods beneath its roof.
And is it true? My son, were you actually in Hades? The house of Hades?
Yes, I was. And I brought the Cerberus, the three-headed beast, up to the sunlight.
And did you catch it by a fight? Or did the goddess give it to you?
No, I beat it in a fair fight. I was blessed, because I was initiated into the Elysian mysteries before I went down to Hades.
So, is the beast kept in the halls of Euripides?
He is kept at the grove of Demeter, the goddess of the underworld, and at the city of Hermione.
And does Euripides know that you have come up to the world of light?
No, not yet. I made my way here first to see how you were.
And what kept you in the underworld so long?
Theseus! I had to bring him up, and that's what took me so long.
And Theseus, is he here now, or did he return to his homeland?
Yes, poor man went back to Athens. And you, wife, come now, pull yourself together and stop trembling like this. Were you all in such great danger, really? I won't neglect my children. That's what the whole of mankind is like, rich or poor. They love their children. Wealth and poverty are two different things, but the love of children is the same throughout the race of mortals. Now let us go. Come!
Yes.
I love youth. Old age is an interminable burden, heavier than the boulders on Mount Etna.
It's a pall of gloom all over my head, my eyes. Give me youth, and you can keep your wealth of Asia's kings, houses full of gold. Compare youth with wealth or poverty, and youth is better by far.
Old age, though. I hate old age. Gloomy thing, deadly thing. Let it sink and vanish beneath the ocean's waves.
Oh, how I wish old age never managed to find its way into the homes and cities of mortals.
It should have stayed up there, drifting about through the winds of the upper air.
If the gods understood mortals at all, they'd grant them youth twice, as a sign that these mortals were virtuous.
The good mortals would die, but then straight away they'd race back to the light of day to start their life again.
But those of ill birth would have only one single run at life, which means that people could tell who among them is virtuous and who is not, just like the sailor who can discern the number of stars through the clouds.
But now, the way things are, the gods have placed no boundary between the good and the bad, and the only thing that happens as the years go by is the wealth of each increases.
The Graces and the Muses, this sweetest union, they will always be one in my mind.
I hope I'll never be without songs, without garlands.
I am an old singer, and so I sing praise to Nemesis, the mother of all the Muses.
And whether we are drunk on Bacchus's wine, or accompanied by the seven-stringed lyre and the Libyan flute, we sing to praise the glorious victories of Heracles.
We
shall never stop loving the Muses,
who have brought us to the dance.
The nymphs of Delos
Sing a song of joy around the temple's gates,
in
honor of Apollo, Leto's beautiful son, the graceful dancer.
And so will we too, like an aged swan about to die, will sing with my aged lips
songs of glory around the palace doors.
There's plenty to sing about.
Heracles is the son of Zeus, but more than that, more than his high birth, stands his deeds of bravery, deeds of labor, which have made man's lives peaceful by killing all the gruesome beasts